Hey, what's going on? I'm Mark Benson here, and thanks for tuning in for another episode of First Date Soccer. You can actually find more information about us at soundcloud.com// First Date Soccer. So definitely follow that page, bookmark it, share it with friends. If you're looking for more information about, different types of soccer topics, things for players, things for parents, fans of the game, we look forward to sharing some of our experience to help others as much as possible. So today's topic we wanted to kind of just chat about a little bit was what it's like getting started in soccer at a young age. And I know that a lot of parents that I speak with that are also former players, myself included, have this question a lot. They want to get their young person involved in the game, but they're not really sure how to start. And they're afraid at the same time. They want them to enjoy the game, and they don't want to push it too far or too hard on them to cause them to maybe, fall out of love with it right away. So essentially, I kind of start with the approach that I've taken with my young daughter. So my daughter's 3 years old, and really, she's been kicking a ball around, even before she could walk, really. And that was just from me kicking a ball around while holding her, and she would look down and see it while I'm kicking a ball against the stairs in the house. And we've just made it into a fun game. So if I had really a recommendation for you, just turn, playing into a fun game. Hey, let's try to catch the ball. Hey, let's try to kick it back and forth. Let's try to use this foot. Let's try to stand on one foot and kick the ball without putting her foot down. So everything you look to do, just turn it into a fun game. You don't really have to push your kid or your child to really try to play organized soccer when they're real, very young. You just want to have fun. And really the biggest thing that, you remember as an adult when you were little is having fun, playing with your friends, playing with your parents, playing in the yard. So I think the biggest thing you could do to really instill a love for the game is to just get out in different facets, different ways that you can with your kid. And, whether it's kick a ball around, throw, all the little motor skill development things that you're going to need anyway as a high level player later on, if that's something that you choose to get into. You're going to need to develop these things, really, really soon, or sooner rather than later. And that's just going to overall help you with your development. So, the best advice I can give you as a parent is to just get out and play with your kid. It sounds simple enough, but, it's funny how many people that I run into and, they're asking me, what league should I get them in? And should I enroll them in this program? And should I get them involved in club soccer? Or should I this, should I that? And really, if you're a player yourself and you've played the game at any decent level, you have all the tools that you need to be able to instruct, a young person. And who better to instruct a young person than their, father or mother or, guardian or your parent, whoever's there working with them, whether it's a niece, nephew, cousin. So you really just want to have fun and make that process fun. Because in the end, it's not like, this is a young person. This is someone that's very, very little. The beginning stages of things, they're not signing a pro contract anytime soon. They're just looking to have fun with their dad. So, in my case, and I think you'll actually get a lot out of it that way as well. So, that would be my recommendation. Just go and have fun with it. And, when you start looking at, the player that gets a little bit older, when you get into maybe 5, 6, you can do some things when you're really, really young, but I would probably hold off if it was me. And maybe when they get to be about 5 or 6, if you want to try something like soccer shots or maybe a beginning rec program that's going to get the player out on the field with other kids their age, and they do some basic skill work where everyone's on a ball and they're playing some fun games that, encourage them to work with other players and communicate and develop some of those, interpersonal skills with other people. That would be the next step. And you can start going from there and then maybe look into some recreational soccer from that point. But, especially when they're real, real young, just have fun with it. So that's my recommendation on getting started in soccer at a young age. We'll talk in another episode about different ages that you can start thinking. I would say even more so than age, but ability and also mindset of your young player when you start thinking about, recreational going into competitive soccer, and competitive meaning, you start looking at an organized teams or a team that has organized practices on a regular basis that starts to travel maybe from town to town, that would lead itself or lend itself closer to the club soccer experience that you can expect. And then some different things you can think about and what you're going to be looking at when you're trying to choose a club. So definitely keep and stay tuned for that in the next episode. But in the meantime, just go have fun.